On a stormy evening, Flight 482 took off, its destination a city several hours away. The passengers aboard were a diverse group, ranging from weary business travelers to excited families returning from vacation. Among them was Sarah, a young woman making her way back from a business trip, her thoughts preoccupied with the promise of home. The flight began smoothly enough, despite the brewing storm outside. However, as Flight 482 reached cruising altitude, a sense of unease began to permeate the cabin. The turbulence intensified, shaking the plane more violently than usual. The overhead lights flickered sporadically, casting eerie shadows across the faces of the passengers. Sarah, trying to distract herself, noticed a man sitting diagonally across from her. He was intensely focused on his laptop, his brow furrowed in concern. She caught a glimpse of the screen. It was filled with news articles about unexplained aerial disasters. The man caught her gaze and quickly shut his laptop, his face drained of color. The flight attendants did their best to reassure the passengers, but their forced smiles did little to quell the growing anxiety. Murmurs and speculations spread amongst the travelers, fueled by the increasingly unsettling flight conditions. Then, as the plane shook violently, plunging the cabin into darkness, panic set in. Screams and cries echoed through the cabin as the emergency lights struggled to illuminate the space. Sarah gripped her armrest, her heart racing with fear. When the lights stabilized, a horrifying discovery was made. The man who had been looking at his laptop was now slumped over, lifeless. The cabin erupted into chaos, passengers recoiling in shock and fear. The captain's strained voice announced an emergency landing, but as Flight 482 descended, another passenger was found unresponsive. This time, a middle-aged woman sitting a few rows ahead of Sarah, her eyes wide open in terror. Theories circulated among the passengers: a deadly pathogen, a covert attack. But Sarah couldn't forget the man's laptop screen, filled with stories of mysterious tragedies in the skies. It seemed too coincidental, too sinister. Upon landing, authorities swarmed the aircraft, beginning their investigation. They examined the man's laptop, but found nothing. It had been wiped clean. The cause of death for both passengers remained a mystery, with no signs of physical trauma or poisoning. The story of Flight 482 became a media sensation, sparking theories and investigations. Yet the truth behind the deaths remained elusive, shrouded in uncertainty and fear. Sarah often reflected on that fateful flight, haunted by the memories and unanswered questions. She had witnessed something beyond comprehension, a mystery that continued to hover in the realm of the unexplained. The tale of Flight 482 lingers as a chilling reminder of the unknown, a story that remains unsolved and deeply unsettling.